There's something very important you need to know if you're investing in crypto, and we saw that yesterday. The entire crypto market is down 3.4%. The S&P is up 3.26%, and we saw a lot of coins really go down. And I want to talk about this and share with you kind of how I'm looking at this, because my goodness, there was $522 million of people going long that were wrecked yesterday, which is insane, or actually over the last 24 hours. So we saw a lot of volatility yesterday, and that's what wiped out a lot of people who were taking leverage. You can see here, we were at 105, then we dropped down in a few hours to 100, guys. So just be very careful if you are playing with leverage, because that's what happens. Market makers, people that have a lot of capital, like to wipe people out, like to get people liquidated. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing insane moves, $5,000 over the course of a few hours. So I want to go through a couple bullish stories and then to summarize what I'm seeing right now. So the first thing is Scaramucci. He is saying that Bitcoin will hit a market cap of 23 trillion. It's no longer connected to tech stocks, and that it'll hit the market cap of gold. Now, this is the huge story though. Coinbase joins the S&P 500, and I believe MicroStrategy is next. And then Bitcoin's going to skyrocket, because everybody that is buying generic S&P 500 index funds is going to be passively buying Bitcoin when MicroStrategy is in that S&P 500 basket, right? That will be insane. We're also seeing stories like this, which I just want to play this. It's 22 seconds. Check it out.
Being done with the asset managers not allowing their salespeople, their financial advisors, to recommend it. So that's extraordinary. That's like a shoe salesman not being able to recommend Nike, right? So that's going to change at some point. And I'll sort of leave it to your viewers to determine what happens when that thundering herd of brokers can actually pick up the phone and recommend this ETF.
So that's enormous. Right now, asset managers cannot recommend Bitcoin. It is not widely approved for every single asset manager to say, hey, we recommend a 5% allocation to Bitcoin, or gosh, even a 1% allocation. They can't do that yet. Their hands are tied behind their back. They cannot recommend Bitcoin yet. And this is a recent video. This came out, I believe, yesterday. And this is from Coinbase, right? This is someone at Coinbase saying that, by the way, asset managers cannot recommend Bitcoin. I'll leave it to your imagination to think about what will happen when they are allowed to. And that'll be enormous, guys. And even though the crypto market, again, over the last day, had a hard day today, we got way overbought. Things were just going crazy, right? Like I said in my video yesterday, I'm like, you should not be aping into coins that just went up 20, 30, 40, 50% in a day, right? It's usually, if not always, a bad idea. And we saw that today. So I hope you listened. And I hope you didn't jump on the bandwagon thinking like, oh my gosh, you know, WIF is up 90%. I'm going to buy WIF or whatever, or Pepe or Doge or whatever you want to buy. I still think there are some categories of coins that are going to do very well. Things like AI, gaming, decentralized science, and others. And that brings me to TARS AI, which has been looking really good. And they are a partner of the station, by the way, so just full transparency there. But I've been looking at them for a while, and they are building AI protocols, and they're doing so on Solana. And I think Solana is going to be one of the largest blockchains, the largest coins over the next couple years. And take a look at the chart of TARS AI. So you may be thinking to yourself, wow, they had a really great last November, December, but this looks like a lot of other coins that we saw have insane gains. But what I like about it is they were around for a while. So May of 2024, they've been around for a year or so, and there's enough trading data for me to see that there is a really solid support and resistance level right here. So we definitely broke above it, like what most AI gaming coins, what most altcoins did end of last year. And then we saw this massive low when the market was low, mid-April. We blasted above it, and now we are coming back into the range that looks like a solid range, again, going back through their history. A lot of support and resistance in this range at around the 10-cent level. Could we go lower? Sure. Could we blast off higher if Bitcoin dominance continues to drop, like I think eventually we will see? Yes. They also just bought back a lot of their tokens, and we'll see if that affects the price. Nonetheless, I think there still are some great industries, again, AI being one of them. I think that, we saw this pullback from Nvidia stock, but I do think that AI is not going anywhere. The amount of compute needed in order to keep up with everybody's increasing demand for AI and ChatGPT and Venice AI, this is all going to increase. I don't know about you, but I have been using AI more than ever. I've been using essentially these chat models like ChatGPT, Venice, more than ever. You may be using Grok, you may be using Perplexity, Gemini, it doesn't matter. AI is not going anywhere. Michael Saylor right here said Strategy acquired another 13,390 Bitcoin at around $99,000 per coin. So they keep buying. We are seeing Jack Mallers' new company 21. They are buying. We are seeing this new one, Nakamoto. They are buying Bitcoin. We have Metaplanet out of Japan. They are buying Bitcoin. There are other ones like Semler and probably others I'm forgetting off the top of my head. They are all Bitcoin buying companies because they realize this is a limited supply, and y'all know what Bitcoin is, right? These companies are like, we want to raise money to buy as much as possible. And I still believe that Bitcoin will usher in new all-time highs for Ethereum, Solana, Sui, other massive layer ones as well. And then smaller coins will follow. And from my friend Tyler Hill, I think this is a really, really good tweet to end on. So he says the 3 quickest ways to lose a lot of money in the markets right now. Revenge shorting. So you're pissed off, or maybe you got liquidated because you were going long and now you're pissed and you're going to go short. That's revenge shorting. That's being emotional. Not a good idea. Increasing leverage as price rises, which is also not a great idea, right? Like we saw right here, 24-hour wrecked, $521 million of people taking longs were wrecked. Not a great idea. And his third one, FOMO buying breakouts. That's what I told you guys not to do yesterday. If we see a massive breakout, it's not time to pile onto the breakout. You don't want to FOMO into coins that did 100% in a week or a day. Not a good idea. And I'll finish the video with this chart right here. This is the Bitcoin logarithmic regression rainbow. Well, I took out some of the colors, so this is just some of the rainbow. And we can see here, if I zoom in, if I'm able to zoom in, we right now are well below where we were in 2021. So 2021, we're getting to this green rainbow, March of 21, or the green line. Even this light blue line, we haven't hit. We're not even close. Even this dark blue line that we hit April of 22 when we were coming out of the bull market, we're not even close. So we're not even close really to a lot of the metrics that we saw when we were getting massively overheated in the 2021 and 2022 bull market, or I should say 2020 to 2021, right? So overall, still super bullish. Tons of great news is coming out. Definitely an interesting day yesterday where the S&P 500 went up 3%, which is huge. And then we saw the crypto market drop 3%. So we'll see if there is more of a divergence. Some people want a divergence, but I guess if you're in crypto, you only want it to be a divergence when Bitcoin goes up and the stock market doesn't, right? But we saw a pretty huge divergence there where they were not trading together like Bitcoin usually does with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ actually went up 4%, the NASDAQ 100 index, which is insane. A 4% increase. The NASDAQ Composite Index went up 4.35%. Unbelievably insane day yesterday. So that's it for the video, guys. Just try not to get emotional here. Invest in coins that you think have a future, that are in sectors and narratives that you think are going to do very, very well. I'll keep talking about coins that I am looking at. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so if you want to catch these updates. Hope you guys are well. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.